Hi. Oh, I don't know about this. I've never done one of these before. But did you ever wonder if there was anything you could do to hasten a spiritual awakening? Well, I did. I thought if I got in a car and I lived in a car where there were no people talking to me and there were no distractions, that I would have a spiritual awakening. Oh my gosh. Or maybe even enlightenment. Can you even imagine that? Oh my gosh. So anyway, I had been living in Ashland, Oregon, or thereabouts, and and it was around the time of the wildfires, and I thought, oh, okay, well, I'm being called somewhere else. So I rented a car. I rented a van because I had 10 suitcases with me. Oh my gosh. And I drove from, I rented it at the Medford, Oregon airport, which I have so many tips to tell you. Like, I can really help you if you've ever thought about doing this or if you are so inclined, because it's really an education. And so, but I need to know if anybody cares or anybody wants to do this, or anyone would like any advice or help, or someone to talk to about this whole thing. But if you could let me know, if like even if one person watches this and needs help, I'm so happy to do that. You know, I've never done one of these live things, but the face is like, oh my gosh, there's like sun and there's a glare. I can't even see myself. But anyway, so I rented a van, Town and Country, from the Medford, Oregon airport. And I can tell you, unless you are flying in, there's no need to rent from an airport because they have extra fees and taxes and things like that. And so, but I didn't know that. So I rented it and came down to Southern California, and I rented it. I then renewed it for another week and then another week. And anyway, it was like 5 weeks, 6 weeks, and it cost me $2,500. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's just insane. So I thought I can lease a car for a month, what it cost me a week to rent a car. And so I leased a car. But you know what? You can't lease a car in California if your mailing address is in Oregon or in any other state. And so, you know, it's a challenge if you've just arrived and you didn't know, you know, you decided you were going to kind of go through this isolation period. And so anyway, I met this wonderful 82-year-old man, so he gave me an address where I could then have my plates mailed and the registration. And so I was able to lease a car. And I leased a van. And it's very funny because the van I leased was possessed. And, you know, here I'm yearning and craving and seeking a spiritual awakening, and I get this possessed Honda Odyssey, which I love the baby. I love it. But, you know, in the middle of the night, the horn goes off and the lights flicker, and there's no oil in it. It said after like just a month or 6 weeks and 1,000 miles, there's no oil in it. So it's eating oil, it's eating gas. I was locked in. It locked me in, which I had to call Honda Roadside Assistance, and they called AAA, and they came out and they said, you know, you can't get locked in a car, but everything, it's so electronic that the doors, everything was locked. And then another time, I was locked out of the car, the door shut. I was standing outside and I had the door ajar, but I had the 2 keys inside the car and it shut. And it's a safety thing. You cannot, the door cannot lock with the keys inside and you outside, because in case the motor's on or whatever, it could take off, or, you know. Anyway, they said they had never heard of anything like that. And so you know, all kinds of like really weird things happen with this car. But I still love her, but I just don't know how the person next to me, I was in a parking lot when all of a sudden I couldn't get in the car. It was locked, and then the lights went on and the horn started beeping, and he said, "Oh my God, your car's possessed." And I'm like, "Oh no." So he said, "Get rid of it." But anyway, I still have her. But if I can help you figure out how you can live in a car, I never imagined. But I have to tell you, it's been 4 months. It was 4 months. On August 9th, I left Oregon, and that was 4 months yesterday. And I have to tell you that it has been the most amazing time spiritually I could have ever imagined. Like, you know, you see things, you feel things, there are signs, it's just amazing, because you're not allowing yourself to be distracted. And I used to think only bums lived in cars, right? But the only bum issue I have is that my bum is expanding, because I've been sitting for hours and hours and hours. Anyway, I did take my suitcases to storage so that I would have a place to sleep. And so this is my home, my bed, my, this is my living room. This is where I'm talking to you. And I can tell you, like, how you can make coffee. I can tell you how you can plug in your iPhone and your computer, and where you go and what you do and how you think about things. And I can tell you some of the amazing epiphanies I've had, and revelations and visions. And I'm happy to share that with you. And so if this even helps one person, I'm happy to do this. I could spend a couple minutes every day sharing or answering your questions. I don't know. I've never done this. And actually, I just signed up for us to start a Facebook group, but I haven't even checked. I don't think probably anybody signed up for it but me. But it's called Living the Illusion, because what I've noticed and what I've learned is that we are living the illusion. And I would love to hear about some of your experiences, because I never imagined. It really does. Brings you to your knees in gratitude for all the blessings and all the gifts that are surrounding us, and all the miracles. So anyway, I'll end it for now. And if anyone wants to let me know if they want me to share anything more, I'm happy to do so. So anyway, okay, well, thanks for listening, and I send you my love. Bye.